everyone. Grandma here, and we are live. We're going to sit around, chit chat, talk about all things, and crochet. So grab your crochet hook, your knitting needles, your paintbrushes, whatever it takes, but hang out with us, and we'll be here for a few hours. We like keeping it real. We do all things, talk all things. So join us, and we'll love it. We'll absolutely love it. Hey, how are you doing, Nikki? I was wondering how long it would take for you to see me go live. I was just rushing to hurry up and go live because I was watching another live channel, the carnivore channel, and I thought, oh my goodness, it's later than I thought. So I rushed to grab a bite to eat, and I came back and I said, oh, I got a couple more minutes. I grabbed coffee and did all the things. And then I got in here and I had a bunch of messages, so I pulled up a bunch of them. So I thought I'd read some on the air here in a little while. But I thought that they were really nice. Yeah, I posted a new carnivore video. I think you posted in it. I think I saw your name, Nikki. I believe I did, and some very good comments too. Oh, well, they're all good in my opinion. Some were had some great ideas and suggestions, and so I thought it was good. Yeah. And and I also was chatting a little bit on Discord with my son. He is in Memphis, Tennessee right now at a stop, taking a break at a place to get gas and stuff. So he's at one of those types of stops at Memphis, Tennessee, and he says he's is telling him his GPS. He's 9 hours away from the house, and he's gonna keep driving. I don't know if he'll stop just outside of Ohio or whatever, but he's gonna sleep when he gets tired. So he just wants to get a good chunk in today. So yeah, he wants to do the majority of the trip, I guess, in lesser traffic. I don't blame him. Yeah, he's by himself. So I can't wait to see him. So I'm excited about that. Well, hello to those that came in. I see there's four in here. So I'm going to play it by the ear as far as how long I'll be here. I actually fell asleep today about, oh, I don't know. I laid down. I was tired, so I laid down probably about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And I fell asleep and didn't wake up until almost 9 o'clock. So I was like, oh my God. So I have tons of energy right now. Maybe. Well, the family drama has been held here. Oh no, you're going to have to tell me about it. You're going to have to tell me all the things. Listening ears, wanting to know. I love gossip. Let me in on the gossip. Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, we can do that. Now, this is the Mama Swift blanket. And I thought I'd just go ahead because I'm trying to work on this a little bit every day. So I figured for the first hour I'll work on this, and then the last 3 hours I'll work on our blanket. I'm so close. I got one more color to put on, and then this one will be done. And I'm all about getting these projects done and out of my baskets and free up some of my baskets. So there is that. I guess working on Robbie's blanket motivated me to get some of my others done. But this is the one that I keep in the laundry room and work on it when I do laundry. But so I brought it upstairs and thought, you know what, I got to get this done. Because it's like a month overdue. You know, it's a crochet along for Mama Swift Luck of the Draw. But it's not bad. It's getting there. But again, this isn't going to be like a huge blanket for a bed or anything. It's going to be more of like a throw in case you're chilly or something. And it's bright and colorful. What happened to our blanket? It's right there. It's right here next to me. I'm going to work on this for about an hour, and then I'm going to switch it over and work on our blanket. I just want to finish this 2 rows of white, and then I'm going to work on ours. I got 2 rows of white I got to put on, and I'll be ready for the next color. So I'm going to do that and then get on ours. I put finish the first shoulder and attach a second shoulder, but I'm putting that up for now. Yeah, sometimes if you get frustrated or really bored, you need to just put something else in there and work away. Oh, I bet you'll be glad when that one's done. I bet you'd be so glad. Oh no, no. I gotta finish the sweaters I got going. That's why I want to get all of these things that are close to being done out of the way so I can get my sweater done or sweaters and then just work on those. I don't know why we had it. I haven't had my first cup after I woke up, my first cup of coffee. So who is it? Who are you doing? Is it someone that's on YouTube or Etsy or Etsy? Hmm. I look on Etsy all the time for stuff. Ah, I love coffee. I bought a box of 96 pods last week, and this week I bought a box of 42 pods. Coffee's getting expensive, so when it's on sale, I grab it. I'm going to write that down and I'm going to look at her stuff. And every time I have a pen, it disappears. Is that it? Yep, here it is. So I am going to write that down. Linda I remember that name now that you said it again. School. Schoolja. Nikki's sweater. Hi, Patty. Hi, hi, hi. Oh, I got to tell you and show you what I did to baby today. Oh, thank you. This is Mama Swift's Luck of the Draw blanket. That was last season 11, and I've had it on the hook for a couple of months now. And I've got to do this white and then one more color, and then the edging, and this will be done. So that's what I want. I want to do the second row of white, and then I'm going to put it up and work on the viewer's choice blanket for the rest of the night. So that's what's happening here, in case you're wondering. I just want to get this out of the way. And thank you for your comment about an hour or so ago on that video. Thank you so much. Because I never gave it a thought that my swollen toe knuckles could be gout. But I know it's painful. So thank you, Patty, for bringing that up. Now I'm going to research gout and see what I can do for gout. Maybe it'll say go on a carnivore diet and don't eat pork. Once I put the second shoulder on, I got to make the back panel. But at least that one shoulder be easier. I know what's going on. Our son's our son has gout. Pork causes crystals in the joints. Oh, well, that's really good to know. And that's probably why my feet are still sore. I hope it goes away. I hope those crystals disappear because it's quite painful. And I've got two toes that has the swollen joints in it. They hurt. I thought maybe I broke my toes, but I haven't. Hey, Judy. Welcome. Good to see you. It does go away, right? I hope that yep, it goes away. Glad you joined the show. Yeah, you're so darn cute. I love you, Nikki. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? No, 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 no. Pay attention. Pay attention. You goofball. Acid irritates the gout issues. Oh, I'm doing good. Just sitting back enjoying crocheting. I am going to be looking and paying attention off and on, guys, on Discord because my son is traveling to my house from Texas. And right now he is traveling. He's in Memphis, Tennessee. And so far, so good. Hi, Brandy. Okay, good. Because that's what I'm suffering with right now is I guess it's gout, swollen knuckles. And I swear to God, it feels like I broke my toes. Every time I take a step, it's like, ah. Or even if I'm not, if I'm just sitting here, if I touch those two toes, it hurts. So I try not to move my toes. It is painful. It is. I thought I broke my toes. I'm like, how the heck did I break two toes? That figures from the day of all that pork that I ate. Welcome, Brandy. Nice to see you. Welcome to your mother's crazy crochet antics. I gotta show you. I gotta show you what I did to baby. Since we're bringing up crazy antics, you guys ready to see what I bought baby something, and she's been pouting ever since I put it on her. I swear she's a pouter, and she's pouting right now. She's mad at me. Baby, I want you, honey. Come show everybody how you look. Come on. Come show everybody. Come on. She's my froggy. She's not happy with me. She's not happy. This is probably going to have to go to Lila. It's too big for her. She's my frog. Yes, my baby's a frog. She's not happy. Not at all. And it's too big. It probably fit Lila. Mama loves you, honestly. Honestly. Show everybody. I did have the hat tied tighter, but I didn't want her to feel choked. But hers, which one of your oh, is this on out? Yeah, you don't even have it on right. I'm gonna take it off so she doesn't. Lila will wear it. That's too big for her. It's a small, but a small is too big. Oh, you feel better now? Now she'll move. She wasn't moving before. She's like freedom from the jail cell. Was she smiling? But I just thought this was the cutest thing. It's just too big. Smalls are too big. That's not fair. But I got some pictures of her in it, and I'm gonna make a baby short with it on tomorrow. So there's that. That's also one of the things I was doing when I woke up about 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get her an extra small in it because I think it's adorable. It's just that one's too big. And Brandy's got a small dog that's not as small as baby. She's bigger, but she'll probably be able to wear it. I just think it's adorable. It is the cutest thing ever. She's just in that size that extra small in some cases is too small because I've gotten her vest before because she's um, an emotional support dog. Um, Not that that really means anything, but her first vest was too small. And so she had to go to a small, and then that was adjustable and would fit her. So it's like I never know. Should I go this way or that way? You want that in your house so you can eat it? You want it in the house? Are you feeling like eating? All right, I'll put it in there. You already ate most of it. You already ate most of it. She's all moving now. She wouldn't move. She's been like this for about an hour. You do? Aw, thank you. I love her shorts. I like making them. I was doing those like cartoon ones, true stories of baby and I at the beginning of the channel. and they wanted me to pay something like $19.99 a month to be able to make them. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Absolutely not. I'm not paying $20 to be able to make those videos. So then I switched it up, huh? Yes. Then I switched it up. Yes. What did I do with it? Oh, right here. She hates clothing. There she goes. Baby, Mama's just teasing. I'm not going to put it on you. You're safe. It's too big for you. I don't dare to. I don't dare to leave it on because it's too big, and I won't. I don't want you to choke to death. uh, yeah, she's Mama's not going to do it because I don't want you to get choked on it. It's got strings, and I don't want you to get hang yourself. And I want your legs to be able to fit in it. Thank you. Yeah. So you're good. Good. I swear I won't put it on you, okay? You can come out when you want. Mama love on you. Let's show the world your hiding place. Yeah. she's she's like, what are you gonna do to me now? No, you're good. Honest, I won't put it on you. I swear. Finish eating your dinner. Uh, so that's gonna be handed down to you, Brandy. We'll give it to Lila. Lila is what is Lila? She is a pot chihuahua and pot something else. But she's like a little bit bigger than baby. Well, a lot bigger than baby. But she's a small dog. And no, Brandy, this isn't for you because it's got white in it. I know. Papillon. Papillon. Okay. Pot chihuahua and papillon. She's like a hairy a hairy chihuahua. She's pretty. She is pretty. Welcome, Nifty. It's good to see you. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got so many people coming in. You can barely see me. What, am I having problems with the connection? Well, that's a bummer. Sorry about that. Yes, we do have the chicken. You can come over here. You can sit under the blanket. Yeah, you can lay under the blanket. See? I'll cover you up. Well, I look good to myself. I'm not showing any connection issues, so I don't know. Does anyone see me good, or am I really bad, or maybe I'm going to start losing connection again? I hope not. So how's everyone doing? What you guys got on the hook? All right. I'm sorry that you haven't. It could be me. You should clear my phone, but for my TV, it's a little out of whack. All right, so I'm clear on the phone, but on the TV, I'm a little out of whack. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What I should do is put myself on my other part of my computer and see how it looks. Working on your scarf? Must be a lovely scarf. So I went and got some yarn today at Michael's. I haven't made a video of it yet. That's going to be done. I went to bed and took a nap and didn't wake up till it was after 8 o'clock, almost 9. I was like, oh, crap. I got so much to do before I go live. I wanted to get on live early. All right, Claire on the phone, Gloria on the TV. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm on my computer part, so I'm not using my phone part. I don't know if that makes a difference. Yeah, I don't do lives on my phone. I do lives on my computer camera. Only because I don't know how to go live on my phone. I don't know about those things on my phone. I ought to do a live on my phone once just so I know how to do it. Then I can go live anywhere. Well, if anyone's curious, this blanket is the pattern from Juan the Yarn Addict, and it's called Timber Trails. He's got a tutorial on his channel about this. I really love it. This is probably my 6th, 7th Timber Trails blanket. Oh, you are gonna come out. You feel safe now, do you? Yeah? All right. I'll lift this up so you can get underneath it, okay? You'll be warm. But it's gonna be moving. So just so you know, it's gonna be moving. I'm gonna have to move it. Well, did you eat? Well, you ate a good portion of it, so that's good. She ate half of her dinner, but I always give her too much. I know I give her too much. I know that feeling. Believe me, I know that feeling. Yeah, I got to take them out to go pee and everything before I go live. Yeah. Now that I know she's 8, and that's when I don't worry about hand feeding her. It's when she hasn't touched it for about an hour I start hand feeding her. And usually what she'll do is she'll deny it at first, like I don't want it. But then I'm persistent, she'll start eating it, and then she'll go to her bowl and eat. But I don't know. I don't know why she does that. I don't know if she wants me to beg her to eat. I just don't get it. I don't understand the mentality. She's not that typical dog that eats anything. She's so picky. It drives me crazy. She loves liver though. Go figure. Oh, you started another knitted dish towel today? Nice. Yeah, she does. She knows what she can get away with and what she can't. That's for sure. And she pushes being spoiled. But then again, Brandy's little dog is just as spoiled. Brandy's little dog is so funny. She knows Brandy's got the good stuff. that is not dog food. So when she comes over, Brandy's little dog, Lila, will rush into the house and come right into my office, into her house to finish eating whatever baby hasn't eaten. It's like she's just learned that route. You want to go to grandma's? Yeah. First thing she does is run to a baby's bowl up on my desk. It's so cute. I love it. Maybe I should learn some kind of needlework. Yeah. So how did you feel us? Feel us? How did you feel us? Oh, geez, that's so embarrassing. How'd you find us? Are you through the carnivore way? Yeah, yeah. Your dogs aren't hungry. They like their food at home. It's just I think it's funny that Lila always comes and says, "I'll finish eating your food," and I think she only does it because she knows she can. But I think it's adorable. It's like, no, Grandma, I'm not going to say hi to you. I'm going to find baby's bowl first, and then I'll say hi to you. Yeah. Well, baby once a week is going to eat a little bit of liver too. She loves the liver. Did you see that, Brandy? Did you see me feast on that liver? Oh yeah, yeah. Liver. I just what my mother made years ago. What I remember of it was nasty, but this tasted totally different. I don't know if it's a. I don't know. I I have a star dog of my own, Toby. Aw, gotta love them babies. Gotta love the babies. Here, Mama will cover you up. You want me to cover you up with this one? All right, Mama will move. You can stay right there. I'll pull this out and I'll cover you with this. How's that? How's that? There. Now you're covered up with that one. You won't have to worry about me moving this one. Is that okay? Is that okay? You're trapped. You're trapped. She takes up as much this chair as I do, and she's smaller, much, much smaller. Yeah, dogs are so special. They really are. I mean, I love cats too, but I can't have any because I got kids allergic to them and husband's allergic to cats. But dogs, they're just so special. All pets in their own way are special, but dogs are a little bit more special. I feel like I really, really connect. I really connect to my baby. Yes, I do. I'll leave you some so you're not. If you want to get warm, you can lay down. If you're just sitting there, I feel like you want to peek out and look. You want a goat? I told you, if you get a goat, I'm going to have it slaughtered and eat it. I'm going to eat it. Goat's good meat, guys. Great milk, too, in a goat. Turn it into cheese. Goat's cheese. Toby's your special dog. Aw. Miniature goats won't make good dinners. I would never eat a goat, but I like teasing Brandy about it because this is a few times I've heard her talk about wanting a pet goat. So I say, yep, and I'm going to eat it. What you doing, darling? What you doing? You're okay. You're okay. She isn't going to get herself a goat. But goats are good if you got land and you want to, keep it down. Goats love to continuously eat and they love the brush. Oh yeah, yeah. Tippy, her big dog, will probably eat it, especially if it's smaller than her, and I'm sure it would be. Hello, darling. You got some sleepies. Yeah, you got some sleepies. Mom's got to wash your face. Yeah, get a bath tomorrow. Yeah, I love you. I love you. I don't want you to get caught up in my string, though. No, I don't need you caught up in my yarn. No, I love you, though. Yeah, you're my baby girl. I love you. Yes, you are. You're my baby girl. That doesn't like frog jackets. Well, I did try. Oh, snakes. Ugh, no. Oh, I was with Brandy the other day. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And we drove by this. Was it with Brandy? Or was it with my daughter Jenny? But it was a humongous bird. It was massive. Was it with you, Brandy? Thinking about birds, chickens. This bird was like 5 times the size of a chicken. Oh, so it wasn't with you, so it was with Jenny. Oh, it was a huge bird. Insane. I'd never seen such a big bird. It was all black, and it was one of the biggest birds I've ever seen. I swear to God, not like an ostrich, but at first, from a distance seeing it, I thought it was like a bald eagle because those are pretty big. But when we got closer to it, it didn't have like the white. It was a totally different colored bird, but it was massive. Probably it probably was like a buzzard or a vulture or something. I don't know, but it was big. And I was thinking, oh gosh, they have that bird here. I wonder if they would eat my dog. That's what my worry was, is that they would, fly down in my backyard and grab my dog and fly away. It was that big. Yeah. So it's like I'm glad I go. I watched my dogs when they go out because that's just insane how big that bird was. And it was only like a couple of miles from the house. What's a couple of miles to a big bird? Is that what I want to do? Yes, that's what I want to do. No buzzard. I gotta move my pointer. Not buzzards. Buzzards eat death. Okay. So buzzards only eat dead things? Well, that's good to know. Because this was, yep, roadkill. Okay. All right. So I can not have to like freak out when I let her outside. And then she likes to walk through the gate. And you want me to move this? Is that what you're trying to do? I love you, darling. You want your blanket? You want your blanket in there so you can sleep under it again? If I'm cold, you gotta be cold. Yeah, that's right here. You can get right up underneath your blanket. Yeah, hawks will kill dogs. Hello, Robin. Glad to see you, Robin. That's great. I love lurkers. I'm a lurker too. When I go to a channel, I'll just watch and crochet and I love it. And that's basically why we're here, so we can all do our thing. And yeah, yeah, because I lurk at so many other channels. Ugh. Yeah, it's the only channel I talk in. And I mean, this is the only channel I talk in. No, when I'm in other channels, I'm usually one that sits back. Unless it's something that, the topic or something that I want to say something in, or I was in Homestead House Live before I came in here, and I did chat a little bit in there, not a lot. I think I said just like two or three things, but I said I love Bill Knotts. Bill Knott has his own. He's a channel creator too, but he's the one that started his carnivore journey. At it was about, oh gosh, it's got to be at least 2 years, 2 years now or more, at least 2 years. But he was over 700 pounds, and he's lost about 330 pounds right now. That's incredible in 2 years. He's lost two whole people, you know, and he's just continuing on trying to get healthy. He's like my hero. So yeah, I was saying I love Bill Knotts, and then Bill was in there even. He's like my hero. I also said that Bill Knotts is my hero, And so when I saw him in there, I said, "Hi, Bill." And he goes, "Hi, hey, Grandma." And I was like so thrilled that he said, "Hey, Grandma." It's like, "Can I have your autograph?" But he said, "Hey, Grandma." It's really weird. There is one thing I really like it here. No commercials. No kidding, right? Ugh. And in a way, that's what helps support a lot of channels is the commercials. That's what helps pay, but it's still a pain in the butt unless you are a, YouTube. You got a subscription to YouTube, but I don't know. Do lives have commercials in them normally? I always thought that there was no commercials in lives. I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I would. If I had my choice, if it was up to me, my lives would not have. I would hate to have interruptions in the middle of anything and have to have a commercial. So that would never happen. Might happen on my replays maybe, but never. And then it would be very few. Like at the beginning, if I had a choice, I would not do it. So you can count on that. That isn't going to be a thing with me because, like I said, getting some money, make earning some money to buy yarn and stuff for the channel and for giveaways, sure. But I don't need it to live on. And and I'm not knacking or putting anybody down that have channels and they're making money. It's their full time job. I'm not. I'm not because it's like you do you and I'll do me, right? I can't stand commercials and I wouldn't expect anybody else to like commercials either. But I am not here for the money. I'm here to have a nice family atmosphere and have fun and any money that I would make in the future goes right into the channel for us to have fun with. A new yarn comes out, we want to try it, we throw it out there. But it's a pain in the butt. Yes. And the commercials, I've seen the new commercials, and I think I've seen it on Russ's, where the commercial comes on, but you still see the creator. They just move the commercial over, but they block whatever they're saying. So you lose what they're saying because this darn commercial is up, and you can't end the commercial anymore. You have to watch the commercial. They should at least have it. Yeah, yeah, that's the same for me. I don't care if it gets monetized or not. It's not my biggest goal. I might partially for the yarn maybe so I can buy yarn because I'm a yarny and I am on Social Security and I have a pension. So I would love to be able to buy yarn, but how much yarn do I need each month? I don't need that much yarn each month, and I don't need it as a full-time job. So I can't imagine me going too far with it. So we'll see what happens. I might even, do a commercial once in a while, maybe on the replays, to help pay for my grandchildren's tuition for school. But that's even up there, because yeah, the tuition's changed this year. Now the kids got to pay $1,000 to go to a private school where it used to be free for them. And I don't know what happened, what changed, but they now have to pay $1,000 a year for tuition. That's insane, especially if you're, a poor family and you living paycheck to paycheck. Have to come up with $1,000 or send your kids to a public school. I don't mean to complain, but I have been getting frustrated. I have started letting one know today, and I really enjoy this channel, but way off my hand. What do you mean, Robin? No, I don't see you as a complaining, but I the being frustrated, it saddens me. What is I really enjoyed this channel, but way out of hand. You're talking about my channel? It's way out of hand. I'm not sure how to take what you said, so you're gonna have to explain it, please. Yeah, I'm kind of confused, but it's okay. I'm sorry. But I'm with you guys when it comes to commercials. But I have no idea how all that goes. I don't know if you have choices or no choices. I have no idea. I'll reach that roadblock when it happens, and I don't expect it to happen anytime soon. Casey had a commercial so bad she bought two premiums. I do understand you need to do what you need to do. No, not yet, Channel Barbara. Okay. Yeah, okay. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't. What am I doing? That's frustrating. Yeah, commercials are frustrating, especially if it's there's some channels that you're watching right along and you get a commercial. You skip the channel and you get another commercial, and then you finally back to their live, and then you get another commercial like 2 minutes later, and it's like I miss so much stuff. I hate commercials, and I hate them when they're back to back. It's a pain in the butt. So I get you. It's frustrating. And I'm telling you right now, I am not going to do that to this channel. If I have a choice, and I would think that I would, yeah. And that's I don't have the YouTube Premium, but I do avoid channels that have. Oh, this $1,000 was also for kids from low income families. It used to be kids from low income families had a scholarship, and the government paid a good portion of it. But now this year it went up $1,000. Yeah, isn't that sad? Inflation. That's inflation. So if anything, a part of my channel, if I was to become monetized, yeah, that's where some of the money would go to. But that's a year. I mean, I don't know if I'd even make that much a year on YouTube. I have no idea what the monetary stuff is. Brandy, we haven't been able to find that, or YouTube TV comes with YouTube. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't want to add. I can see maybe putting one at the beginning or something, but I don't want my stuff to be flooded with commercials because I hate them. But I could pay the $19 a month or whatever it is a month, but From what I understand, you have a choice whether you want a lot of commercials or a few. I would go very, very few. Just to buy me a coffee thing? Huh, I'll have to check into it. I know there's someone I watch does the coffee, buy me a coffee thing. I'll have to check into it. I do love my coffee, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, I would absolutely hate for my grandchildren after they've been in a private Catholic church school all of their school years and they're like 11 and 12 now to suddenly have to go to public school. I mean, their school is totally different from a public school. As a matter of fact, some of the things that I've seen since I've been living up here for the last 2 years and seen of the Catholic school versus the public school, it's like night and day. One teaches love and the other one teaches hate. And believe me, the public school isn't the one teaching love. We need tax dollars to send to other countries to do crazy stuff. We should spend our tax dollars on American kids. Okay, not getting political. Yeah. Well, we are talking about kids and stuff, so yeah, especially for the schools, you know. We need to educate our children. I just watched my first video of yours. I admire your openness and your clear compassion. Oh, thank you, Jilly. Thank you. You're going to make me cry. I spent too much time crying. Which video was it, if you don't mind me asking? Was it the carnivore side of my life or the crocheter side of my life? Because I'm both. I thought maybe the two would clash, doing the carnivore. Yes, carnivore. So are you a carnivore, Julie? Yeah, that's my. I've known about the carnivore for about a year and a half now, and did it a year ago for a few months, and I lost a good amount of weight. Started feeling healthy. Asked Brandy. Brandy's taken me for walks for a mile at the park, and then I went off the wagon. I went to Maine, and never got back on carnivore. And all my kids, they saw me when I was on the carnivore diet, and they said, "Mom, you need to go back on the diet. You need to go back." And that's what they've been harping on me for I don't know how long, but you make excuses, so I had to stop making excuses. I strive for carnivore, yeah. TLC Crafts does it. What, mix the carnivore, my dog, and baby basically does the shorts. I'll do shorts with the Yanni stuff, some carnivore, but baby's a star on shorts for my channel. Then I do the crochet, and I play you when I'm just messing around my house. You sound like a friend. Oh, thank you, Judy. Now you're making me teary eyed. Seriously, you guys need to stop. With it's weird that you say that because when I lived in Texas, um, I lived in Texas for 20 years, right from Maine, and my husband used to say, "Yeah, this is my Yankee wife." Ah, my Yankee wife. My Yankee trophy, he'd say. My Yankee trophy. One of the main things for me about my carnivore journey in here is I just want to be sure that it's real, that you're getting the real deal, that you guys are going to see the victories as well as the non-victories, And sometimes channels don't do that, and I want to keep it real. That's my if I had to pick a slogan, it's let's keep it real or keeping it real type of thing. Just let's keep it real. And that maybe that's what you're seeing. We're out of southern Louisiana, living in central Arkansas now. Oh, okay. That's a big difference. That's like me. I lived in Maine, loved Maine, but I married a Texas man. Then we moved down to Texas, and now I'm up here in Ohio because I came to where my daughters were living. And that was 2 years ago. Louisiana is my neighbor. That's the state that looks like an L, right? I'm pretty sure that's the state. I know where Arkansas is, but that isn't quite my neighbor. I think that's where President Clinton is from, is Arkansas. No, she does the coffee thing. Okay, I'll have to check into that, the coffee thing. But I don't worry about those things right now because we're still small. He was born in Louisiana. I was born in Arkansas. Kofe. I am very thankful you guys are all so great. You know, I really feel like we're growing into an awesome channel. The coffee is, oh, it's spelled Kofe. I'm not mistaken. All right, I'm going to write that down. I always say I'm going to write that down. I have a bad memory. I'm hoping carnivore way of eating will help me remember things because I do get forgetful. And if I don't write things down, I'll be like, what was it? What was it? Kofe. Oh, for 30 years. Wow. That's my second husband and I. We've been married for 20, this year will be our 25th? No, 26th year, I think. It's either, gosh, I don't know. Might be 25 years this October. I'm going to have to look at our marriage certificate. Isn't that bad that I don't know how many years it's been? It's either 25 or 26 years. Quite the accomplishment. If you had my 3 marriages, I still wouldn't have added up to that. The Yarnest does it too, like 99 cents a coffee. Oh, okay. Do you have a choice with how much to charge for this coffee? Because I wouldn't want it to be too much. 99 cents is appropriate, I think. I would do 99 cents. I know on some channels I go ahead and I do, what do you call that? When you leave like a tip, um, like a super chat. But I don't know nothing about any of this stuff. So it's not, it hasn't been a big deal for me, and I don't want to, but we'll see. I'll look at things as we go along. I just don't want my channel to be about money making. Yeah, I do too. I like how it's growing, and we got a good core group of people. I like it. But I don't know what's going to happen if it grows. Like some of these channels that I go to, they have like, I've seen some channels have like in their lives like 20, like 2,000 people. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how anyone, if we had 500 people in here, I don't know how anyone um, can handle their chat and be able to keep up when you've got 500 people in it. I want to watch your carnivore journey. I was humbled when you shared about wiping. Oh, I am blessed not to have lots of weight to lose. I have arthritis, but it made me think of others' problems. Yeah, people don't realize that with a big person, the little things like wiping is so hard. I could go on about other things too, and I probably will as time goes on, that people don't realize what us big people go through. The pain of other things other than our feet is insane. So, but people need to hear those things, especially if they are big people. I want people to realize that, yeah, someone understands all the hidden secrets. And I'm here to bust open all those secrets about being a big girl. And I'm going to just keep it real. There's still some weirdness out there that I can talk about being a big girl. One of them, of course, is wiping, but there's others too. Big chats, right? And that's, you know, if it happens, it happens. But I'm not pushing for it at all. At least I hope I'm not. I would just love to have a good, strong group of people. Um, they also seem fake to me, and some of the houses could even faker and more they get people in. Yeah, I hope I never turn into that fake person. And Nikki, if you ever think I am, do kick me in the butt because I don't want to be that person. I just want to keep it real and be me. Oh, okay, good. Because I don't want to lose my sense of, having fun, you know, teasing my dog with froggy outfits or with a chicken and, you know, having fun with you guys, teasing Nikki. I don't want to lose that sense of, yeah, I'm on a carnivore diet, but it doesn't mean I have to be sad. Oh no, I'm so sad. Boo, boo hoo. I just love being here and crocheting. And I figure if this is my joy, I've been doing it for a long time. Patty said something. We just had our 46th. Oh, Patty, that's so nice. I think you told us that before, and I thought it was great. I would be, wow, Patty, congratulations. But you might get the explosive diarrhea. That's right. Hey, my shirt just, oh, I left it in the other room. I was showing off my explosive diarrhea t shirt. I love, yeah, I'm having a little bout with the diarrhea today, but it's not as bad as the other day. Holy crap. Now, some have told me that the explosive diarrhea might subside, so, but if I ever get up and run, you know why. Hopefully, I just don't poop myself trying to get out of my chair. That type of stuff is really fearful. I'm going to make you sad, Grandma. Skip that cheese product at McDonald's. Yeah, uh, in all fairness to you, Judy, yeah, the cheese from McDonald's was probably a bad idea. I don't usually eat fake cheese that's in the cellophane packages. I mean, as Brandy, I always get the good stuff. And I just weren't thinking. I just thought, oh, okay, some cheese. And then I read the comments and I was like, you know what? That cheese did suck because it's not a real American cheese. Someone saying it was like, I'm a firm believer that if cheese wilts when you're holding on to it, if it sags like some of this fake American cheese, then don't eat it. I like my cheese like you cut it and it stays in that same shape, like a square. It's got a snap to it. I like cheese with a snap. And you can buy American cheese that's not like plastic that just sags, flops over. You want the cheese that's hard, like not like a, but it snaps when you. No, and I seldom eat at McDonald's. I mean, if I have McDonald's 2 or 3 times a year, okay. But I don't really have McDonald's very often. But the point I was trying to make was if you're out and about and you come across McDonald's, don't starve. You can still eat out. Just find a carnivore way of doing it. And yeah, but we're all learning. So the next time I order at McDonald's, because they do have 100% beef patties, because they got crap years ago over their slimy hamburger patties, so they went 100% beef. So the beef is good. Real cheese is good, but McDonald's cheese is not good. It is the fake crap. It's not the snap crap. Yeah, real cheese. That's right. And that's what I hear. But I don't even. It was just Brandy and I and the grandkids, and the kids liked McDonald's. So there we go. Tell them to hold the cheese. It's only a half a slice. Yeah. And most of the time, I don't eat cheese because I'm allergic to milk products, milk and stuff. It can cause problems. So I don't very often eat cheese. But when I eat cheese, I want it to be what I call the snap cheese, not the floppy cheese. We actually hang out and drink coffee at McDonald's. I do like McDonald's coffee, but not in this heat. I drink coffee whenever, whether it's hot, because I think that if you're drinking something hot, It's gonna cool off your body, but that's just my mind trying to make me like coffee. Tell them to hold the cheese. It's only half a slice. Yeah, yeah. It's like paper thin cheese. Whataburgers. Now I've had Whataburger in Texas. I haven't seen a Whataburger up here. When I was lived in Texas, I would not. We did not eat at McDonald's ever. We ate at Whataburger, and then there was another one my husband liked. Five Guys or Three Guys. What is it? Five Guys, I think it is. My husband liked that place too. All the others, Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, my husband did not like. Smash Burgers, he liked Smash Burgers. Five Guys, yeah. My husband, we know that Five Guys was our go-to because it was closer, or Whataburger. Those two were the closest that we would have. Yes, they are. I would oftentimes just take the patties apart and just eat one at a time, or just try to get a small one. Chester's. No, I never heard of Chester's. There was a burger joint in. I only went to it once, but it was in Austin. There's this burger place that has burgers that are like this. They make the burger, put it on the bread, and then you go to like a salad bar to I can't remember the name of that, but it's a big one in Houston. And yeah, I like McDonald's coffee. That and I used to love years and years ago. It used to be the two all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun, the Big Mac. I used to love the Big Mac, but I hadn't had McDonald's for years and years and years, and then went to a McDonald's to order a Big Mac because I loved them, and I saw that Big Mac. I'm like, what the heck? I even wrote to McDonald's an email and said, I can't believe you ruined the Big Mac, and there's no meat left in the Big Mac. It's like all bread. And they answered back saying that they had to go healthier. That's why the burgers are so small and thin. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I don't need that much bread with that tiny little burger, thin sliced little burger. Love McDonald's coffee anytime. Just order a small one. Extra hot. Yeah, I used to love the nuggets too. And I used to love McDonald's French fries when I was a carb eater. Now it's like, ugh, I can't eat them. Banana. Yeah. My husband loves the caramel macchiato, or however you say it, in his coffee. I drink mine black. But I just bought him some today. He goes, but I got two other bottles in there that are half gone. I still have some. I said, no, Ron. Those are like a month and a. He thinks that they last forever. And if they do last forever, that's gross. So I made him throw away the old ones and keep the fresh. Seed oils. I have to get all the seed oils out. Yeah. You know what's crazy? Um, what is really crazy about McDonald's that I realized when my daughter and I, Brandy and the kids went? Now, if you get just the meat, like I did with the cheese, that came to just $3 for that tray. So that was $1 per patty, because it came to $3 for that tray of burger meat. Now, a sandwich that has one patty, maybe it has two, with the lettuce, tomatoes, and the bun, is something like $7, $8. It's like the bread and those little bits of veggies that they put on it and the sauce is more than the patties that you get to put on it. Because those sandwiches, those burgers don't come with three patties. So keep that in mind when you're ordering from those places, because that meat was real cheap compared to the cost of a burger. I can't remember what it was. I'm sure Brandy might remember, but she might be gone. But that was when I saw that, I was like, "What?" Just get yourself a kid's burger with one burger on it, and just buy the side of three burger meats patties, and you can have yourself a quadruple meat sandwich. Seriously. Yeah. And that's just it. We were eating out, but I ended up saving mine till I got home. Heated it up in the microwave and threw a few eggs on it and called it dinner. Today I didn't have enough fat, so I might have to eat some butter later, Nikki, because I had chicken from the rotisserie. I do up some meals ahead of time, put them in the freezer from the two rotisseries that I buy, and I took those out of the freezer tonight, and I should have added some butter on the top of them because chicken's very lean, and that's what I had for dinner. And for breakfast, I had a few eggs with bacon. Roll salt in the butter and eat it. Yeah, it's good. That would be really good. Now, someone keeps talking about darkened butter, and it's supposed to be really good and perfect for the carnivore diet. And I have yet to check into that, but they're eating chips, I guess, darkened butter chips that you can make. So I'm going to try to figure that out, see if I like that, because I love butter. Brown butter. Brown butter? So is this brown butter that you buy that's brown, or are you browning the butter in a frying pan? So I'm like, I don't understand what these people are doing with this brown butter. And somehow they're making some sort of chip or something out of it. So I'm going to have to look that up. And you brown in a pan, but I'm not sure. Yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking too, because I know like sometimes when I'm using high heat to cook something, my butter will turn brown. So I'm assuming they're eating that brown butter. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I but everyone's talking about how it's good. I just haven't figured out what it is that they're doing. I think Ken Berry made that recipe. Yeah, I'm gonna research it later because I'm really curious. Did anyone catch The live Friday night with me eating liver for the first time in 55 years. I'm taking that as a victory. Yeah, I can't remember. It might have been Ken Berry, Dr. Berry. But everyone's talking about it, and I keep hearing about it. Brown butter. It seems like brown butter. I could be wrong. Brown butter and sugar or something might be like a caramel. So maybe it's something along that line, but not adding the sugar. Well, at least if you add the sugar, it's not carnivore. And I don't want to put any fake sugar. If that's what they're doing and putting fake sugar in it, I don't eat fake sugar. But I need to research it, check it out. I like it when they had the Agnes Swiss. Oh, yes, I love Agnes Swiss mush. I can't remember what store had that. I know my husband and I used to go and get that, but I can't remember from where. Oh, now I would have it without the bread and the mushroom. We actually, my husband and I, about I don't know, 2 months ago, we stopped at Arby's and we did the drive-through window and we ordered. It was a burger, one of their specialty burgers, and it was probably one of my favorite burgers ever. And that was from Arby's of all places. Yes, yes. There's another place too that does the Agnes Swiss mushroom burger besides McDonald's. Because if I had my husband with me, then he doesn't like McDonald's at all, period. He will not eat McDonald's food. Oh, what's happening here? What's going on? Gotta see the things. What she's showing. Oh, brown butter bites with bacon. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna watch that later. I'm gonna stop it if I can get it to stop. 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 Nope. Stop. There. That way there I can watch it later. Thank you, Nikki. I'm gonna watch that later. Nikki, you're so helpful. You're so awesome. You see a need and you just rush right out and do it. You're so awesome. Have you done mod work before? Eh, she's just, she loves being a mod, I think. I think it's great. She's so on top of things. Well, you're doing a great, awesome job, Nikki. I almost called you Mickey. Oh, oh, I only got this much left, and then I'll be going to my other blanket, viewer's choice blanket. So I went to Michael's today, bright and early this morning, and they didn't really have a lot of yarn that interest me. I did get some, but then I just went ahead and got a crochet book and stuff. But I got my yarn that I went there to look for, that that gray, mixed gray that I'm using for my blanket in case I need it. I wanted to have a backup skein. I don't know if I'll need it, but just in case I do. I love being your mod. You're real. You're not fake, and that's what I like. Oh, thank you. And just so you know, I love you as my mod because you're doing a great job at it. You're real. You're not fake, and that's what I like. I love you. I love you, Nikki. And you need to eat liver. I have never sold a blanket. I wouldn't even know really what. No, I take that back. The only blanket I've ever sold, and that's when I worked at the jail. And I used to just sit down and crochet all the time. And one of the officers wanted me to make him a blanket for some football team down in Texas in their colors. And I said, as he wanted to know how much I charge, and I told him, I said, all I expect is you just to pay for the cost of the yarn, and that's what he did because I felt that I was working at the jail 12 hours a night and just crocheting to keep myself awake, and I'm not going to charge someone. I'm already being paid to make that blanket from working, right? So yeah, he got a queen size blanket. Took me a couple of months to make it because I only made worked on it at work, and he bought the yarn. I don't know if people would actually be interested in buying a blanket. I just keep making them. I wish it was easy for me to turn my work as it is for you. To turn my work? Ah, well, I make I make big ones. I got one that's bigger than a queen size that one of my kids is getting for Christmas. Um, I made that one in about 3 weeks. Believe it or not, I just worked on it around the clock, got it done. But a lot of mine are just like throws for a couch or a chair or their lap blanket. So I've noticed in my older years, I went from dying of the heat and I was constantly hot and sweaty to now freezing. I have been freezing this summer. And so I make blankets or shawls like what's on the back of my chair to be warm. You can charge a pretty penny? Really? Hmm. Well, that's something I can consider. If anything, just enough to buy back the yarn because the yarn is getting really expensive. And having a blanket, just the materials alone is really expensive. So if you get a blanket as a gift, that blanket probably is it's at least $100 in material. At least $100, especially if it's big enough to fit your bed, if not more. Like I just started Annie's Attics Club, and It's $20 a month plus tax and probably shipping too. So I'm gonna call it 25 a month. It's 11 months, okay? And I thought I was getting for $20 a great deal, and I was gonna get a whole material for a whole blanket. It come to find out it's 25 bucks a month, but that's only one part of the blanket. You got 11 parts, so 11 times $25. I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to go ahead and make it because I can afford $20 a month. If I would have known beforehand that I wasn't getting the whole blanket, I wouldn't have done it. Because every time I think about that's almost 300 that's almost $300. For one blanket, I every time I think about it, I do want to stop it. Eh, but it was funny when I first opened the package and I saw these small balls. I'm like, this is making that whole blanket. I could not fathom that. I'm looking at all that stuff. This can't be the whole blanket. Are they going to be sending me more yarn? I just had no clue. It's like, wow, There's not enough yarn here. Yeah, well, that's because it wasn't the whole blanket. They only send you a part of it. But it's a very pretty blanket. But I don't know. Can you imagine a $300 blanket? Mm-mm. Piss Monkey says, tell her I said hello too. She's funny. I love that name. Hello, Casey. Hello, Piss Monkey. Ah, it's so darn adorable. Piss Monkey. I love that name. Maybe in the future I might sell them. Right now, I just haven't really thought about it. I just make them. I do make them and I give them away. I think my kids, if I give them any more blankets, they'd be upset by it. Can you make anything else other than blankets? My grandkids love all the amigurumis that I make. My daughter keeps telling me, "You, Mary Max, and buy 10 skeins, get 40% off." That's a good deal right there. That's a good deal. I my daughters keep saying, Mom, you ought to sell your stuff. You ought to sell your stuff. All these years that I crochet and stuff, they've been saying anything. So I thought about doing like markets and stuff like that, but I found out, you have to pay all these taxes and stuff like that on your sales. But once you hit 65, I think that is somehow different when you turn 65. I turn 65 next month. And so I thought maybe I'll sell some of my stuff then. But then my daughter got to talking, you could just make a website and somehow hook it to your channel. And if people want to buy your crochet and stuff, they can go to the website. So maybe I could do something like that. And if people want to buy them, they can buy them. If not, that's fine too. It wouldn't hurt my feelings any if they didn't buy any. But I would definitely have to charge at least the cost. I just do it because I think it keeps me going. My mind, I'm so afraid of getting dementia or Alzheimer's that, you know, I this keeps your mind working, except for when you got to count. I hate it when I have to count to 100. I'm so lazy when it comes to counting. Has Has anyone here bought Bag of Days new yarn? I haven't even. I heard she's selling. What is it? Something like Hanks or something? Or are you talking about the big cakes that are at Mary Maxim? Because I haven't bought any of her yarn yet. But it seems like she's gonna get some brand new stuff. I think I seen Hanks, but I'm not positive. Oh, okay. Her yarn that she's dyeing isn't out yet. Okay. Oh, there's a new craft that I seen. I've always made my doilies. When I made doilies, I still do from time to time. I like giving them out as Christmas presents, and I've always made them in white. There's this there's this thing now where you can dye with a paintbrush these white doilies, and I thought that might be a neat project to get into. Dyeing your white doilies. So I think I just might have to make Brandy white doilies because she hates my white doilies, and then just buy her the paint kits to go with it and say, "Here you go, decorate it how you want. Here's the rainbow colors." So I seen that. I think on where did I see that? I think I saw it on Pinterest. Yeah, but now they have kits where you can take those white doilies and paint them, whether with the colors that they have, I have no idea. But there was one that they pictured that was like rainbow colored. It was beautiful. It's like, oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. All right, almost time to switch it all out. Got this couple more stitches. There it is. Come here. Whoops. Go boom, bada boom, bada boom. And I'm just going to go ahead and end it. And I can go back and just add the next color. And my white is on. My sliders are out from underneath, making my chair hard to move. Alright, now I gotta switch these out. I gotta try to get out of this chair. Where's baby? Oh, you're in there. Okay. Mm-mm. Yeah, I love this one. It's pretty colorful, but very plain. It's just made from leftover yarn. Ah, I'm live. Maybe. It says I'm live. I don't know if I am. I think it's this one that I want. Right? 5. Hope. I hope. I keep losing connection. Darn it. Says I'm connected. So I don't know what. I hope I keep finding myself going back and forth, but I am on my hotspot too. So your hair, the video quality is kind of iffy. Your hair, the video. All right, so maybe it'll get better. I'm sorry. I refreshed everything. I've got myself on the hotspot too, along with being on the internet. So hopefully it behaves. I hope. Well, that was a bummer because we had such a great group, and it looked like everyone left. And hopefully, I'm not showing any disconnection issues yet. Nowhere. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because I never know if I'm here or if I'm not. You mean my head? All that stuff I was showing, and you guys probably didn't see any of it. I was showing some of the Afghans I made while I was up getting this yarn that are folded in. One of those I get to put a border on it. I can't imagine that I didn't put a border on it, but didn't see it. So I was blankets. So that's a bummer. Showed you about 3 or 4 of them. Getting back up. I'm nice and comfy now. Next time I have to get up, I'll pull them down and show you. My favorite one, the ones I showed you, were up there on that top shelf above the lamp. And my favorite one's that blue one up there. Yeah, so far this year, and it's in August, I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 blankets, 9 blankets, and I've got 1, 2, 3 on the hook. So if I can get these 3 done, I will have made multiple blankets, various size. Some of them are queens, some of them are twins. So I'm not sure who came back and who left, but I'm sorry. That does happen from time to time. And it seems like right about the same time every day, too. Yeah, I would have made more blankets if it weren't for stopping to make the mittens and the wearables. I think take just as long, if not longer, to do than a blanket. Because for the most part, when you do a blanket, once you have the pattern down, you can just go. But those tops, those wearables, you're constantly counting and making sure you've got the stitches and yeah. Now doing a granny sweater, I mean, I guess you could count wrong, but ah, coffee. Need more. We've already been on here for 2 hours. Tonight's going by fast. Now I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm supposed to do a 8 p.m. Eastern time um, carnivore, and then come on here. But I've got my son showing up, so I'm going to play it by ear. I might have to postpone one of them or come on late on the other one. So I might not get here tomorrow, Nikki, till about midnight. It's when my son leaves, and since I haven't seen him for a year, so Sunday night is going to be iffy on my schedule. And he's going to be here for about 2 weeks. Okay. Side to side cardigan. I do that when I like something. I go overboard. Yeah, I do that too. I've been really liking making the granny square sweater. I've really been liking that one. Inquiring minds want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. What are inquiring minds want to know? What the side to side cardigan is. I think you're making one side and then you go over and make the other side. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, okay. Go from one side to side, then put sleeves and trim on. Yeah, I saw Bag a Day do a sweater where you did one panel that was your front side all the way up and then your back. And then you do the other one all the way up and down through your back. And then you add your sleeves. And I thought, well, that's kind of cool. Oh, okay. I'm not good at designing either. Lots of times, what I've done is I look at a couple of different, like when I was doing the granny square, there's so many different granny square sweaters out there that I would just look at them and then I saw or I watched videos, I saw what they were doing, and then I just went ahead and did my own thing. It's like my granny squares is probably the ideas out of like 10 different people. And if I was to give all of them credit, I wouldn't have any room to write anything else. So I don't know if that means because I was inspired by those 10 people and I put multiple different designs in one. Now, is that my design or does it belong to those 10 people? I don't know. That's why I never call something my design because it's like 10 people. I got the idea from the sleeves, from my mittens. I got the then add another sleeve. This is just the first one for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a great time of year to be making sweaters because we're going to need them here in about another month or two. I probably could use my sweater now. I got to count. I got to count people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 35, 36, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. I'm glad I counted 50. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4. 75, 76, 77, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, no, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. All right, so that's 75. That's 96. Okay. Wonder how many people we got as subscribers yet. I haven't even looked. You'd think I'd be looking all the time and I forget to look. I forget. Oh, it's Brain and Yarn is on live. Um, let's see. Oh, I guess that hurricane grows to a category 4. Wow. Well, I can't see it that way. Let me see. How do I check it? Go this way. Go here. Don't mind me. I'm just looking to see how many subscribers we got. And go to my channel. View my channel. 659. Wow. It was like 49 or something like that earlier. Jeez. It's moving along. It's moving along. Butt wiping. I just, honest to God, I am not kidding. I just looked up. You know how I've been talking about butt wiping? I kid you not. Look what's on my main feed. Butt wiping. Can you imagine that? It's actually a thing. Oh, you know I'm going to have to watch that, right? The history of butt wiping. I'm going to watch the history of butt wiping. It's just because I can. Oh, man. You tell me that we're not being overheard, right? That shows it right there. Torture history. Butt wiping. Insane. I got to see what the history of butt wiping is all about. I think that's funny. See, back in the day, kings used to have the bathroom person, and they did all the wiping. That's what we all need is a butt wiper. They are privy to all the things and ideas from the king personally, because he's sitting there talking about things. And see what happens when you leave me alone? I start talking about the history of butt wiping. Did you miss what was in my main field? My main stream and YouTube just showed up. The history of butt wiping. No kidding. I am shocked. I am shocked. I so I so want to listen to that. I can't wait. You're gonna learn a lesson next video tonight on butt wiping, the history of butt wiping. I'm gonna do a carnivore video on butt wiping. I've got this. I must have this weird fascination over buttholes or something with the brown rice and the wiping your butt. I just got this fascination with butts. Hey, I never said I was prim and proper, Nikki. I never said I was prim and proper. I go off on tangents like that a lot. But I think it's so weird. It's like, are we really, like, is Big Brother watching? I'm talking about butt wiping, and there it is, the history of butt wiping on my YouTube main. I'm gonna do a video on butt wiping, the history of butt wiping. Yep. I'll tell you what, my kids will really think I've lost my knockers. I've lost it. I lost my marbles. If I did a video, Jenny's, my daughter Jenny's like this morning. I said, "Are you watching my video?" She goes, "No, because you're crazy as a loon. You're an embarrassment." I'm not watching your crazy shit. Did I ever have what? Did you ever have them? Oh, someone to wipe my butt? I learned all about butt wipers when I was watching Game of Thrones. Then you had the king sitting on the toilet. Yes, I used to collect marbles when I was a kid, and I used to love the knockers. The knockers are the big, big ones. I used to call them knockers because they would knock the little ones off to the side. So, did I ever have them? No, I lost them a long time ago. But it runs in the family because some of the antics that I can see where they get some of their stuff. My daughter Jenny loves to embarrass you. She loves to embarrass me. And they're plotting, just so you know, Nikki, they're plotting starting up a YouTube channel on ways they prank against me. And they tried doing it last night. But my daughter, what she likes to do, Jenny, is she'll go into a store and suddenly she's deaf, she can't hear, and she's doing made up sign language. And as she's walking through the store, she goes, "What? What?" And I'm like, "Jenny, stop it." Yes, they do. They did one prank when I had the, the couch in here. They got me good. So um, it was something where everybody, you know, does the, slapping, and they had the saying they said. And then everyone would cheer you on. "Oh, that's great, wonderful. We loved how you did that, whatever, whatever." So after each of the grandkids did it, and we all cheered them on, yay. And then it came to me to do it, and everyone stayed silent. Like you could hear a pin drop, and they all just looked at me. Really? And I'm like, what? Aren't you going to clap and cheer me on? They just laughed at me. Mom, it's a prank. It's a TikTok prank. Get out of here, you little brats. It's that type of stuff they do to me. So I like to pretend I'm crazy and do little antics. I don't ever do pranks like I've fallen and I can't get up type of stuff. Or, I think about it though. Like Ginny gets really nervous when I go down the stairs. Yeah, they're the crazy one. And one of these days I want to do it, but I'm like, that's so bad. You don't want to do that. But as I'm going down the stairs, I want to type of thing, like I fell down the stairs, scream just to freak my daughter out because she deserves it. But I think that would be so mean. Another thing my daughter did to me as a prank. So last night I'm doing laundry and she's in the back in her room, and I go in and get her basket, and yeah, they would. And Jenny's, at her makeup table saying, "Oh, did you hear about Robbie?" And I said, "Yeah, I heard he's coming up." "No, he can't. You didn't hear about what happened to him?" I said, "No, what happened to Robbie?" "Well, he was fishing the other day, and the boat tipped over. He fell in, scraped up his back pretty bad. He had to go to the emergency room, and where they found out that he's got flesh-eating bacteria on his cuts, and it's slowly eating his flesh away. They've been doing all these antibiotic washes, and she's just going on and on and on. And they're trying to get it under control, and I'm like, what? What?" So yeah, that's what she did to me last night. And but then she afterwards she goes, "Ah, crap! I forgot to video it." So they do that kind of stuff to me. My son at times will come in with a crutch or something and say he broke his leg or he crashed his car or something. Get me going. So we do it to each other all the time. But now they're talking about videoing me. I'm like, because they do all kinds of mean stuff to me. So I got to get them back. Oh, God, I'm seeing this big butt on my other screen with arrows pointing to the butthole, thinking, ugh, butt wiping. Oh, shit. I ought to do a fake video, right? And use that picture, butt wiping. Now, and I'll put it on Discord as like a short, and I'll put me and put my butt up in the air and saying butt wiping time. Something stupid like that. I gotta do something. What kind of idiot of what kind of idiot of Casey? Some content to the big butt wipe your ass picture. What kind of idiot of Casey? Some content to big butt wipe your ass picture. Did you see it? I'll show it to you again. Look at that. How did medieval people wipe after pooping? I swear to God, I did not look that up. I did not look that up. That just appeared on my screen. And I went, back in the day, they had butt wipers, you know, and the king would have in his little commode, because back then they had a person that would take the bowl of poop or pee or whatever the king did or the queen did, and they would go dispose of it. I mean, it was an actual job, and it was a big deal to be the butt wiper guy, the bathroom dude. They called it something, I can't remember now what it was, but it was an important job. And you had a connection to the king, and sometimes the king will grant you favors. Like my son wants to go in the military, but he has to. Back then, if you wanted to go in the military, you had to have a supporter to support you, and lots of times it was, the butt wiper got their children in the service because they were granted a favor from the king. But I wonder how do you announce that you want to hire someone to wipe your butt, to be the poop person? Would you put it in a newspaper? What if I wanted to hire someone to wipe my butt? Ellie just came in and is getting a bedtime story from you. I didn't think you guys were still around. It really happens. Look, this is on my feed, and I didn't even look it up. Look at that. Look at that, Brandy. Look at that. Butt wiping. You tell me. Big Brother is watching to be able to come up with that. So, Allie, did I embarrass you? Poor Allie. She is one of those, the sweet girls. And I love to embarrass her. I can embarrass her so bad that I have to not. So I'm just like, what's Grandma talking about? I can just, yeah, my computer knows what I want to watch, all right. What a coincidence, huh? That's funny. It's funny that Allie's watching it because I can just imagine her just like, what? Why is Grandma talking about that in public? So how did she react, Brandy? You got to tell me. Allie's my granddaughter, Brandy's daughter. But it's true. It's true. It really is true. That's that was like the most important job, you know, for any servant was to be able to connect with the king. You had his private audience, you know, and of course he's gonna love the man that wipes his butt, so he would grant favors, better positions, and after having her Catholic school friends subscribe. Yeah, but I'm sure they don't watch these lives. They're watching Baby. 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81. No, I'm 75, 76, 7, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 90, 91, 92, 93. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. And look at that. All of those I did too many. Darn it. 1, 2, 3. I gotta take all that out. Yeah, it was a kiss ass job. Exactly. Because who wouldn't back then want a private audience with the king? And hopefully his poop didn't smell all that bad because you were going to wipe that king's butt and take care of the pot. Okay, we are going to sleep. Better turn me off then. Watch a replay. I told you. Now they know my secret, my prank I wanted to do. Darn it. She's probably going to have nightmares of Grandma's butt. Yeah, good night, you two. Sweet dreams. Say good night, Queen Barbara. Queen Grandma. Yes. Oh, shit. Gotta love it. You gotta love it. You know, I could just picture Allie one day telling her kids these stories, saying, "Yeah, my grandma, when uh, she had brown rice stuck in her butt." At least sweet memories. That's all I can say, or shitty memories. 5, 6, 7, 8. And that, when you come down to it, is why you stop becoming a carnivore. Why you stop becoming a regular vegetarian, or you stop eating carbs and join the carnivore, is because of what happened with the big bag rice. And hey, but look what happened, Nikki. Because of the brown rice story, as bad and horrible that was to go through, I got you as a good friend because that's what you walked into, was the story of the brown rice. So see, yes, the cause of the explosive diarrhea because of the brown rice, and because of the brown rice and explosive diarrhea is what you walked into, and you became my friend. So see, it probably never you probably would never have become my friend if I didn't have that stuck poop of brown rice, and I fell, and that's, it was fate. I'm telling you, I just didn't know it back then. It was fate. You became my friend because of brown rice. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh, that's true, but I won't visit in. The winter is too damn cold. I wonder if my son's bringing me some veggies from his garden, and I'm not going to eat them because I'm carnivore. The one that lives in Johnson. Yes, yes, he's the one that lives in Johnson City. Yep, he's driving up from Texas as we speak. 2 hours ago, he was in, 2.5 hours ago, he was in Memphis, Tennessee. At some point, he might stop at a hotel, but he wanted to get a good day's drive. He said he was 7 hours outside of Columbus, Ohio. So if he's still driving, have you checked your Discord? Let me look. No, he still hasn't sent anything since. Let's see what you've got over here. New mentions, video announcements. Okay. No, nothing new. Yeah, my when I get a message, it usually I didn't send you anything, but you said that he might. Yeah, I wait for the ding. It gives me it pops up, covers the chat when I get a message on Discord. So, yeah, yep, didn't get anything. I know my son John, whenever he does the travel, he drives right straight through. And it's crazy. It's like, you need to sleep. You can't just, like, he'll travel from Maine to California and not sleep. It's like, you need to sleep. That's way too dangerous. I have no idea, though, when. I'm sorry, let me go look. Barbara G. Hello, Barbara. Barbara Jean. I'm feeling all right. No, ma'am, I didn't get a text from you. Oh. Is it got to do with your sister, Nikki? Hi, Mom.
You're not live?
Hi, yeah, I am on live.
Hi.
Um, and my dad and brother and my mother and the other sister, yeah. Oh, got Emma. Nikki saying hi, Emma.
Hello.
So what's new?
Oh, my friend just called me.
Your friend from
Prison.
Oh.
Yeah. He was telling me, okay, so his friend is like a kind of famous musician, right? And he's going on tour in Arizona with like one of the most famous musicians in the whole world. And I guess he posted a video on his TikTok of my friend like drunk out of his mind, like goofing off of him.
Oh.
Yeah.
So did you get to see it?
I'm looking for it right now. I'm trying to like stalk the world trying to find this guy, and I'm going to find the video.
Well, there you go. Have fun trying to find it. If you find it, let me see it too.
I'm going to check his mom's socials too, see if she reposted it.
Oh, that's funny.
Bye.
Have fun. Let me know if you find it. Hmm. She's looking for a needle in a haystack. And she's gone. Boo hoo. Yeah, Emma's gone. Yeah, she's searching for. She's got. She's got a friend, and another friend took a video of him, dropping drunk or dropping on the ground drunk or something, and she's trying to find it. Good luck to her. I'm sure there's like a few million TikTok, users that have videoed someone drunk. Millions of them, I'm sure. You look so sad. Do I have to get the chicken? So does grandma does mama got to get the chicken? You give me the evil eye. Is that like you saying don't you dare? You look sad. Why are you sad? How's your back doing, by the way? When do you go see the doctor again? And hello to the 9 people in the chat. My back hurts. I'm assuming they're gonna call me on my birthday. Hopefully, tell me whether or not we're gonna go through with round two. Oh, it's gonna suck. I know my mom had problems with her back. How many does it? Oh, it's 8 minutes long. It's 8 minutes long. Wipe the butt. Wish I could just work. Yeah, I had a fairly easy job. And it was weird because in order to do this easy job, you went through some crazy stuff to get it because you had to learn all the things We had that an officer of the law would need to learn just about. You had to learn to fight and how to handcuff, and you had to learn the laws, and just so that I get though why I had to learn all that and go through all that physical stuff, but for my job, all I did was sit there and crochet all night long and just watch the monitors. No, he wasn't. And my dad, my brother, and mother, and all the other sisters. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I crocheted 13 hours a night. Oh, I can't hear it. So lucky as you have each other. I really don't like the feeling of his Mandela Mandela yet. Who? I like the oh this Mandela. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought you were saying his Mandela. I'm like, who are you talking about? He did look like him. Oh, oh, there's Robbie. See what he has to say. Hmm. Huh.
I found it.
You did? Found it? You know, if I ever need to find a video, I'm going to seek you out.
You look so stupid. Oh my god. I'm never going to let him live this down. I'm going to embarrass him for the rest of his life.
You can embarrass him forever. Well, he must have told you about it, so but I bet you didn't think you'd find it.
Yeah. It was just like, you know what, on second hand, just don't try and find it. So then guess what I did? I found it.
That's funny. Good for you. Good investigation work. Good investigation work. Ugh. All right, so I'm between Nashville and Bowling Green. So he's still in Tennessee. Are you stopping for the night somewhere? Find out if he's stopping for the night somewhere. He's still driving. I think he's still driving. Find out. 'Cause let's see. Map of Tennessee. He was in Memphis. All right, so that's a good. He went through half the state in 2.5 hours of Tennessee, but he still has a way to go. That's what I'm trying to find out from him. I asked him, "Are you stopping for the night somewhere?" But it might be hard for him to answer me if he's driving. If he had already stopped and he was, oh, my son, he's driving up from Pennsylvania, driving up from Texas to Ohio, and he's in Tennessee right now, outside, in between Nashville and Bowling Green. So, hello, Charlotte. Yeah, he's coming to stay up here for about a week or two. Not quite a. He's on vacation for 2 weeks, but he's driving up here, and then he's got to drive home. So he'll probably stay here for like 7 days or something. Yeah, me too. He's got to be exhausted if he doesn't go and find a place to sleep. I haven't seen him for over a year, so it's going to be a nice little. So my time online might be a little bit different or off this week. but I'll still come on every day, every night. I'll just wait until after everyone's in bed and then come on in here. So, how are you doing, Charlotte? What's up in your world? Yep, he's still driving. He's still on the road driving. I hope he's all right. Jeez. Miss Hunter, is that really you? Oh my God, I love you guys. Oh, now I am gonna cry. Oh, so you guys found me. That's great. Are you all working right now? These are all my work buddies that she's talking about. And you guys are watching me live, really? I do this every night. We just sit around, hang out. Tell Bridges I said hi, and Sierra, I miss you guys. Oh, I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm just glad you guys are still remember me. And I love you, little son. Aw, I'm so glad you guys are. Yeah, this is my journey. This is what I've become. Instead of watching cameras, I now have one and I shoot my own videos. So I haven't really gone too far, have I? I'm just on the other side. Yes, everybody. This is someone that I used to work with for years. She's a wonderful woman. I love her to pieces, and I miss her. Yes, these are my coworkers, and Miss Hunter was an awesome person. Well, I'm sure she still is, but yes, from Texas. Look at that. I'm teary-eyed. Aw, I'd say give Bridges and Sierra a hug for me, but I'm sure that would be acceptable. Virtual hug, Bridges. Virtual hug, Sierra. Oh, I'm so glad you guys popped in to say hello. That's so great. Are you shocked at seeing all the videos I've done? Are you guys shocked? Oh, they went quiet on me. That's funny. I love it. I do talk about you guys back there in Georgetown. uh, I'm not sure. I'm so glad you guys still remembered me. Look at that. Now I'm crying. Aw. Well, he's not forgotten either. I do miss all of you guys. I think about you all the time. As a matter of fact, I was just talking about the stories at the jail. I talk. I don't give names because I wouldn't do that to you guys, but I do talk about, some things about sitting down at the jail. I was just saying tonight, I used to sit down at the jail and crochet blankets and watch the videos of all them crazy inmates. Now I'm all teary eyed. Yeah, I'm here every single night. So when it's quiet and you're bored, you can check in. I'll be here for about at least another hour or two. I come online for about 5, 6 hours. So I'll catch you later. And thank you for popping in. I think it's awesome. Tell everyone I said hi and spread the word. Aw, I love it. Yeah, make her famous. Oh, I'm never going to be famous. People like me don't become famous. Let's see. I did one too many. Yes. Yeah, I'm sure Bridges, probably even Sierra for that matter, and maybe even Miss Hunter, they all probably remember me crocheting. I made this big blanket for one of our coworkers, and another coworker I made a blanket for his firstborn child. Made him a baby blanket with teddy bears all over it. I worked at the jail for almost 20 years. Yeah, I retired and got a pension. I got done right in the middle of COVID. We had people that passed away, and it was just when someone that I worked with passed away after me talking to her on the phone the night prior. She passed away that night of COVID, and it broke my heart. And so I pretty much decided it was time for me to retire. Because then after that, one of our lieutenants passed away. He died at his home. He couldn't even make it to his car. He passed away. Multiple other people passed away. This is all during COVID, and I said, I'm retiring. That's it. I didn't come this long. I was able to retire just to die of COVID, and not enjoy my retirement. And it took me about 4 or 5 months to think about it. Yeah, really. Um, and I was just watching it spread. None of the night people caught COVID. I made them all. I would have even bought all the bleach wipes and stuff like that for all the different places that my people worked in. And I had them clean every night, wipe down the phones. We cleaned and sterilized that area, our shift. As soon as we walked in, we started wiping everything down with bleach. And none of our third shift people that I'm aware of or can remember caught caught COVID because we were that careful. It's like we're seeing we're seeing people dealing with an inmate with COVID, and then they're going around touching things like the elevator buttons, and that's how COVID also can spread. So I was like, we need to sterilize people between every shift. We just made sure of it, and we all did good. So none of us, I would have been heartbroken if one of us died. I mean, it's bad enough that a few other coworkers died, but my main group of people, when I retired, I was their supervisor. So, ah, I miss them. But we move on in life and move far away. I used to be the candy lady. I used to always have candy. The whole time I worked there, I always had, candy in bowls, and people could come in and have candy. I wouldn't do that now. Now it would have to be meat sticks. Yeah. It wouldn't be candy now, but it would be a nice, healthy snack. But I believe back then that we're working overnights. We need our sugar. We need that energy. We need that coffee. So I always made sure I had coffee and they had sugar, the candy, different types of chocolates or hard candy. I provided it for them. I did not need them falling asleep, with in a pod of 48 inmates. And so they knew they could count on me to have that little bit of sugar. Yes, they were like my family back then. Because a lot of us, we work together in the same, like in central control. There would be like three or four of us working in there, and you learn a lot of each other when you're that close and you're spending 12 hours a day. You're spending more hours a day with your coworkers than you do with your own family. Because you figure you're with your coworkers for 12 hours, you go home for 8 hours. That's 20 hours, so 4 hours you're with your family. So you definitely grow close to your coworkers. Definitely. And Bridges and all of them, they're just awesome. Awesome, awesome people. I'm sure a lot's changed though since I worked there, because that's been, well, since, see, I retired, and yeah, it's been like 4 years. Wow. Crying like a baby over someone that I knew. Well, no. So that was awesome. That was a, I looked at that name and it's like, I know that name. So that was really awesome. Look at that. I got the sniffles now. I'm not sure. I think I posted one of my videos on my Facebook, and they're part of my Facebook. That might be how, actually. And they're probably working today, and they probably said, let's look for Miss Touche." Uh, well, that's good that they know of me, and they know I didn't die or fall off the planet, that I'm still around. It's Mrs. Touche. Oh, Miss Touchy. Uh, a lot of people there would call me Touchy. But I certainly never expected to see those names in my chat channel. So that was pretty cool. That was awesome. Yeah. I almost feel like they're all my little children. except for Bridges, because Bridges was there longer than me. But so many of them, even some of the officers, the sheriffs that are out on the street, a lot of them I actually trained. Not trained in police work, mind you, trained in the control room area of the jail. A lot of them got hired as control room officers. I trained them, and they were probably with me for about, oh, 4, 6, 8 months, and then they would go off to police school. They'd go off and do that and become officers. There's a lot of officers in Williamson County that they know me. Not all of them, because 4 years there's been a lot of new ones in 4 years, but I'm going back to all the older ones. They definitely know me, and know me as the candy lady of all things, and I'm going carnivore. The candy lady. Yeah, it is sweet. And I don't, and the weird thing is I didn't eat the candy that I brought in because I don't eat candy. So candy was always safe. I had it in a lockbox at the jail, and I'd fill the bowl every night. And yes, maybe the brown butter bites. I'm gonna have to watch that. I got that video saved so I can watch that. That was very touching. That touched my heart. That was really awesome. I really miss all of them. They're so awesome. A lot of people look down on police officers. Oh my goodness, they're bad, bad, bad people. They're horrible. They really do. People look down. But I'm telling you, they're like people like you and I, and they're humans, they learn something one way, and they have to do what they've been taught to a degree. But a lot of the stuff you watch or you see is because the people they arrest or the ones that get put down to the ground, they're not complying. You have to comply to the police, you know? Don't make it worse on yourself. And I see all these videos and I'm watching them and I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm probably shouldn't discuss this. But, if you get stopped by the police, behave. Just behave. Keep your hands where the officers can see them. And if they ask you to step out of the vehicle, do it. Don't say, I don't have to. Because if they really want you out of that vehicle, you're getting out of that vehicle. They're not going to stop until you're out of the vehicle. So why tell them no and make it so it's harder on you? I just don't understand the logic. No, I don't have to get out of the car. Make me. All right, I guess we're going to have to make you because they're going to get you out of the car. I have no choice back to blue. I had two cousins that were cops and two cousins by marriage that were cops. Yeah, I'm telling you, cops are people too, and a lot of them are not bad. The majority of them are not bad. But I'll also sit here and tell you there's some that are complete assholes. I've seen those too. But I'm telling you, 99% of them are good people. They're just normal people like you and I. And they're there to help people. It's not, they don't want to be jerks. And usually, and I know at the jail, the jerks, they get called out and they end up losing their job. So they do come into the jail. They're hired, but once their true, what's that word I want? Their true spirit, their meanness shoots through, they end up disappearing. I should say disappearing because it makes it sound like they're being killed or something. They're not being killed, but they end up losing their jobs. Yeah, their true colors. Thank you, Nikki. Once their true colors are shown, they lose their jobs. And the ones that have been doing it for many, many years, most of those are your good cops. Hey, baby cakes. Hello, darling. Oh, but she's awake. She's watching me. She's watching me. But I'm glad when she gets angry with me and she hides out. She does, but it's not for very long. She forgives me, but she does not like being dressed. Right? You're my baby. You're my baby. And I'm not wearing my sweater, so she can't climb in it. Yeah, you just want my body heat. You just want my body heat. That was a night. That was good. That made my night. That really made my night. And you're on late, so they should be able to come so high every once in a while. Yeah, yeah, because they're the overnight crew. Now it's been 4 years since I've worked there, so I don't know if their hours are still the same. But when I was there, we did 12 hours. So we worked from 7 to 7, Texas time, of course. So what time? I guess it's like they showed up about midnight, I guess. But yeah, Saturday nights, man, that would have been. It gets busy. Because not only do we watch the cameras, but we also open and close the doors. They're on like sliders. The doors slide open and close. So yeah, I'm heading back to sleep. I work tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Charlotte. Be sure to come back and say hi. I was gonna just work on the dark gray tonight, but I didn't. Do 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 do. Can't leave the blue half done. You got through all. Can't leave the blue half done. You got through all the blue. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think this is the second one. I'll need to look after this one so I don't make a fourth. But once I finish these blues, I think I have just two colors left. So I think what I should do after I finish with the blues, put the blacks and stop putting the grays on so I don't get too far behind. Yeah, I think I made, yeah, because I'm only seeing that one. Yeah, I should look. All right, let me see. Let me see. Ooh. No, I just got that one in this one. I got one more blue to make after this one. I did get another crochet book though. These are all 41 scans. One scan. So, a lot of like scarves and stuff, and bags, and mittens. And I absolutely love this hat. I want to make that hat. Yes, I want to make that hat. It is made out of single crochets. So, what kind of hat? They use Lion Brand landscapers. And they used number 215 Fiesta. I like that hat. Yeah, remember I did I finished off with the purples and I started the blues, and so this is the second one. So I am going to do this one and then I make one more, and the next one I make of the blues, I'm just going to start doing the grays because I got that other scan. I'm going to see if I'm going to need another ball. So I want to use up what I got here and see how much, because I got another one. And what was so weird is they had all their Karen pounds, 1 pounders, in like this big basket. They didn't have them on the shelves or anything. They were just in a big basket. And they didn't have them anywhere on any of the shelves. I had to dig through the basket, and that was the only scan they had left at Michael's for the mixed gray. So I grabbed it, and I thought, well, I'm glad they had at least one because I was going to give up and just order it. So, but I got to start putting the gray on now that I know I got another. I didn't want to get too far and then find out I can't get the yarn anymore because I got it from Joann's, and I got kind of nervous that what if I can't find that yarn anywhere? I'm going to have to pull all the gray out and find another color because I had some lighter gray that I have a couple of balls of that I could go and use that one, but I found it, just not very much of it. And I found it cheaper than what I could get it. I want to say Yarnspirations. It was expensive at Janspirations too, or somewhere, and I got it cheaper at Michael's. Yeah, I looked up on Amazon for one. They wanted $18. I was like, what the hell? What do you mean $18? You get out of here. $18 for a ball of yarn. I don't care if it's 1 pound. I'm not paying you $18 for this yarn. Case, tell me about it. Casey's cat threw up on my yarn, and I'm gonna have to order it from Inspiration. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. They're getting so expensive with yarn right now. It's like crazy. Nighty night, Barbara. I'm leaving too here shortly, so you're not going to miss much. Yeah, I want to be off from here within the next half hour. So good night, Barbara Jean. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Oh, okay. I didn't check there, but that's what I got for it at Michael's in the Big Ben. I got it for about $8.99, but it was like the last one, and I'm surprised I found it because it was on the very bottom of a whole Big Ben of it. But I'm glad I know to check Mary Maxim because I don't check there very often. I usually check Janspiration and Michaels and Hirschner's. I've checked. I never think of Mary Maxim, and I don't know why. Yeah, I did find one, but it was one in the bottom. But if I need another one, it's good to know that I can look at Mary Maxim for it too, and not have to spend $18 on Amazon. When I saw that, I was like, no, it's not going to happen. No, that's like ridiculous. Yeah, they don't need to care. They just want the money. Everything's about the money. It's about the money. It's about the money. What did I do? I made a mistake. I'm just going to grab it and run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. And that's a bummer that they don't care if we need it. But if it weren't for me loving carrot cakes, I probably wouldn't even be going to Michael's. As a matter of fact, the next time I go yarn shopping, I only got 3 scans at Michael's today. I just they really didn't have anything that I wanted to work with. They sadly they just did not have anything that I wanted to work with. That there was hardly any yarn there. Yes, they have the big fat, yeah, blanket yarn that's like this. They had a lot of that, but everything else, the baskets were pretty much empty. Why, if I'm going to do a project, I like to, like if it's Karen Big Cakes, I'll get at least 3 or 4. But if you've only got like 2 colors of something in a bin or one, I'm not touching that. So it's like, why would you only keep one of something or two? Why aren't you putting more out there? I just don't understand. I just don't get it. Yeah, they just don't care. One, two, three, four, five, six. I, but I, because I didn't like the cakes and stuff that was there, that was available. It was like they're trying to. It's like the Karen cakes, but it's like the number five Karen cakes. They've got so much of it in there right now that, and they're only charging like $6.99 a scan. But I don't want to work with it. I don't. There was nothing, no colors there that I liked. It was all yucky colors, even because they don't look like they make money out of yarn. They don't understand how much yarn we use. Yeah, whoever's ordering the yarn at Michael's is stupid because you need to have more than what they're showing. And why on earth would anyone pick some of those colors that they do have there? I don't get it. So I think for a while, now that I've got what I need for this blanket, I'm just going to stick with Hobby Lobby for now, unless I need something. I don't know. I'm just kind of, the yarn is just going up. No, they don't. They really don't. But I do got to make some amigurumis to see if I like their yarn for my amigurumis, because the yarn I absolutely love to use for my amigurumis is costing so much right now. They've about doubled in the last 2, 3 years. So I've been looking for another yarn that I can use before I. And so I've been like kind of like stockpiling a little bit on a new yarn, but I got to make something with it to see if I like it. And then I'll just start buying my amigurumi yarn in colors that I like using. I wonder how much my coworkers watched. I was probably all talking about that butt. Oh, I know, right? That's what I'm thinking. Oh, did you know? Miss Touche's got her own YouTube channel, and she's famous. She's got 600 subscribers. To me, 600 subscribers, even though that's a lot, it's not really, I think, enough. It's a nice, comfortable number for us, I think, for what we're doing. But it's not like stardom stuff. Stardom stuff is like 100,000 people. I know, right? And talk about wiping my ass in the. Oh my God. What have I done? Yeah, I stick my ass in the shower. What do they call that? when you, when the toilets in other countries they wash your butt from the toilet. I seen one of those when I was actually I tried it. We were in, I want to say it was France. We were in we were in Paris, France, and their toilets looked totally different. I mean, the one that we was in, a bidet, yeah. The the one that they had the bidet or bidet in that one, but the toilet tank was up like up high in the ceiling, and then you had this little other piece that sprays up at you. And so I went ahead and tried it, but the water was so darn cold, I jumped off. Yeah, I would at least want to have warm water. Wow, can you imagine 4 years and my coworkers still remember me? I'm really impressed by that. Oh, so sweet. Yeah, and yeah, I like it the way we have it. I just got to lose weight so I can take care of my own butt and not have it drenched with water like that. Yeah, because it was like a spray. It was, and it sprayed up at you. But then you use toilet paper, and toilet paper when it gets wet. You know what toilet paper does when it gets wet. Unless there's another part to that whole thing that I missed. Maybe I'm not supposed to use toilet paper for my wet butt. Maybe that's why there was so many warm towels in there, because they had these towels on warmers. Drip dry. Yeah, just wait a minute. I'm still drip drying. I just don't understand it. I know, right? But it was weird because there was like these warm pipes that went across and it had all these towels. I bet you that's what they were for. I was thinking they were hand towels, but I bet you they were butt towels. I bet you that's just what they were. They were butt towels. I know, right? I can't imagine going into one of those bathrooms and you've got this towel hanging there that's got someone else's poopy on it. Blech. Blech. I know they have some different kind of um, just a lot of different stuff. And when you go to another country, you need to bring with you. And I had to go and pick some up, but like if you're bringing like your own hair dryer and it's got an American outlet on it, it's not going to work in Paris and France. And I mean Paris and London because they take a different prong. So, but you can get these converters that you can use an American outlet. You just, it's like a plug. Yeah, you gotta buy her. Yeah, you gotta buy a converter. And I'm glad we did that because we wouldn't have been able. My husband wouldn't have been able to use his shaver, and but I had researched it, and I think someone told me to get one, so I did. And it's the same thing with their coffee. Coffee's different than what we have, and a lot of their what I would call consider coffee pots. They call them teapots. They have electric teapots. They just put hot water in, so they drink a lot of instant coffee, not what we drink with a little cup. All right, Patty. Good night. Sweet dreams. Yeah, I'm heading out here shortly. Yeah, I want to be getting in the shower within 10 minutes. See you in the morning, or no, see you tomorrow. Not in the morning. Yes, I will. Be nice to catch up with him again. I miss him. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go do. See you real soon, Patty. Again, I'll be here tomorrow night. It just might be a little later than usual, but I'll be here. Uh, All right, Nikki, I think I'm going to go too. I'm going to go get myself in the shower and be all ready for when. I don't know if he's driving straight through or what, but I might try to get some sleep, take a shower, and get to bed. So I will see you tomorrow, Nikki. I will see you tomorrow. I'm pushing the button. Not a problem. We'll see you in the morning or tomorrow. Not in the morning. Good night. Good night. Hitting the button right now. Toodaloo.